this. Got this. Hey everybody. Hey, how are you? Good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, hope everybody's happy. You know, what's up, everybody? I'm going to answer these questions that's been asked of me over the years. We're going to get this out the way. I'm going to give you the real, raw facts from my perspective, my eyes, and from what I've seen from others, the other colleagues. This is going to represent. I'm going to tell you the stuff I'm going to tell you. Maybe it'll connect the dots as far as LA history, as far as culture, as far as music, as far as activities from back when I was coming up until now. But this is specifically about the performance artists, the RPMMS performance artists. A few people hate us, but a lot of people love us, a lot more support us, and there's others and why I say us, because it's like when I'm out there and I do this, when I do that there, that's because I'm representing everybody from the past that was doing it to the present, and hopefully I inspire the future to create positive atmospheres, and I use it for the purpose to create smiles and ease tensions in the communities with my nonprofit, um, and just me in general, trying to make a difference. I'm not rich, I'm poor in most aspects, so I don't have no kind of money. I just have heart. Um, but before I even do that, I'm gonna put names out. So I'm gonna give you guys names. I'm gonna give you guys exact places. Um, and all you guys can do, if you want more details, just research from what I'm saying. Other people probably can add some of the stuff I'm about to tell you, but I'm only gonna tell you the truth. And it might not even look good on my behalf in some aspects, but people have been asked, so I have to give it to you real for once, you know. Um, so for the veterans, I'm giving all these shout outs. These are all the performance artists, the street show artists that I know with the characters, not just regular ordinary dudes. I'm not talking about the magicians. I'm not talking about the singers. I'm not talking about guys that play buckets. I'm not talking about breakdancers. Breakdancers, they have a similar, we can relate, but they're in groups. Whatever. I'm talking about the solo street show artist. The person is by himself, alone, might have his partner, no security, no, no. He just got a lot of heart, passion, creativity, originality, and he don't give a you know what. He gonna put it in your face, give it to you real and raw, trying to entertain the people, um, trying to make some money for those because there's certain goals for certain people. I'm explaining that too, going to detail. But first, the ones that passed away recently from doing street shows, they passed away doing this because of what they love. That's animation. Harry Berry from the Bear Animation was out here, Venice Beach. This is an icon. He was a Venice Beach icon. Hollywood. You had Harry Berry, Venice Beach, the Wharf in the Bay Area, Louisiana, New Orleans. Larry McDonald, the original member. I'm not sure if he was the creator, co-creator. You might have to look into that. But he told me himself. From Demons of the Mind, um, from the Bay Area, and Mime of the Times, Key. He was out here. He was in front of the Wax Museum on Hollywood and Highland, but he was originally from Arkansas. He was busting it out there. So those are the ones that deceased. And so I, told myself I'm gonna keep pushing for them. So all these names I'm about to mention is all pushed into me. So I gotta represent for all you guys. Somebody has to. So here names. Um, at the LA cast. These are the veterans. I'm gonna get into the new school ones that's out there right now. And if you guys see any of these people, go support them. Go support them. Now, whether or not they're active or they retired, and only will come out like if a big festival comes out, it doesn't matter. They still put it down. That's automatic. Jaws, what's up? Snap, Snap's in Vegas right now. What's up, Snap? How you doing? Gold Mine, Cheat Man, what's up, Goldie? And I'm gonna explain his situation too. It's a lot of things you guys need to know that I'm giving these guys credit for because they need their props. Check a lot. What's up, sir? He was always with Snap. They would do to. In fact, they're in Vegas right now, if I'm not mistaken. Flat Top, Venice Beach, Universal City Walk. He's still around. He right now he's in Hollywood. Not at this moment, but he's out there. Mannequin Man, JD, Gizmo Magnetic. I'm gonna talk about him because he deserves a lot of props. You guys need to give this man so much credit. My partner, the one that helped make my character, that's Bo Woods, Everett, the one with the Bumblebee suit, the Iron Man suit, and he has the bronze figure, the man. Um, I wrote him down too. Um, Johnny, I'm not sure where he's at right now, but I saw him on Hollywood Night. When I saw him 5 years ago, he was 74 years old, but he was in all silver, and it was an off day, or like a Tuesday, in the morning and afternoon, and he was out there. Now he was 72 years old in silver. You can see the wrinkles in his face. You can see the age and the history and age, but he didn't. He wasn't on a crate. He just had his cut, and it threw me off because I never seen this dude before. Because I know all the street. I know all the street show artists. I know them. I know their styles. I know what they do. I know what they're gonna do before they do it. I know their moves, their techniques. But this one I never seen. So when I approached him and talked to him, and he told me his name was Johnny. I forgot his last name. If you still around, what's up, sir? Um, Also, you got in the Bay Area, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I'm correct. Go into details. You got A1, you got Monty and the Midgets, you got Pop Tart, um, out in the Bay Area, there in Fish. I guess Fisherman's Wharf. I've never been out in the Bay Area like that to do street shows, so you have to ask them their particular spots and stuff. Um, Harry was out there too. Again, Harry passed away. Marcus Lindsay, DNA. I think right now he's in Arkansas, but a Bay Area cat. You know, Hitmaster Fish. It was in L.A. I saw him in Vegas. He's the one that showed me the street show spot where I was on Vegas on the Strip. But he's always in L.A., New York, or he's in overseas. You got Mike Tron in Taiwan. You got Popeye in France. What's up, fellas? Hope everybody's doing well. These guys are pushing the line. They guys and they have their own characters. White. They have their gloves. They have their whatever the character there is. But they're entertaining the people. They're out there in the streets. No security. No background of people watching their back. No, this is them, their music source, and their source for the income, the donations that's being receptive to them. You got Statue T, that's the homie. He's out there on Hollywood. I think right now he's in Vegas. Um, and if I forget anybody, my bad, but there's so many. But there's only a few that really are out there on this side of the robot popping culture that really represent it and push it and represent it in places where the majority of dancers won't even think of going, or they don't have the heart to go, or they don't have the stamina or creativity to take it to that next level. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Um, just doing street shows right now. Um, oh shoot, wait, I sums up the tip of my head too. Um, oh, he gonna kill me too, because they perform on the cruise ships. They do the Seymour. Seymour and his partner. They perform on the cruise ship. They do comedy and popping, costumes, outfits. So again, if I forgot anybody, my bad. The new school artists, the ones not in my era, but in this current era, because I come from the. I started doing robotics, 76, and I started doing popping in 78. But I was already into dance, music, locking, basic locking, party dance. I got this from my mom. I come from the disco era, the disco and funk era. That's when I started getting into my popping during that disco era. When you had the R&B and soul and the funks, disco was right here. Electro wasn't even here yet. I'm over in this area where the disco and stuff is going on. Um, that's just me. But new school cats that I need to shout out, and they might sat this stuff down because COVID shut a lot of things down. But it was a time before COVID, everybody was out active. So here go these names. Poppin' Todd. Hey, what's up? He's out here. I'm not sure what part of Cali, but he's out here. Lady Crow, the Tin Lady in Atlanta. Stephanie. Hey, what's up? She's out in the parks right at this moment. She's not at work, but she's active out there. Eclipse, Millennium Robots, Cincinnati. What's up, sir? Agatron from the Bay Area. Oh, that she puts it down. She's out there in the streets, and she's also doing shows, and she also helps promote the lady popping dance culture, not just popping, but all culture and something. How you doing? And tell your mom I said, hey, you know, when me and Gizmo, um, Drips, and Mike G, when we went out to the Bay Area for their third annual Boogaloo Barbecue reunion, her and her mom put us up at the house. Um, and I'll always have love for her and her mom. Always, they stepped up. The same as Judy Link. When me and Mike G went out there for the first time, she volunteered to put us up. So, hey Judy, hey, how are you? I didn't forget you. I'm gonna try to name as many people as I can if I can remember. All for the street shows, you get Poppin' Todd, Lady Crow, Eclipse in Cincinnati, Mr. Groove in the Bay Area. That's Harry's protege, Harry Berry's protege. Um, you had Goofballs with Snap and Tickle-Lot. Then he started doing his own thing also, but he was always in the mix, and he grew up around us on Hollywood Boulevard and Highland. I remember when he first started. 18, 19, and he was trying to help make some money for his grandmother. And he been on the street show scene, popping and stuff ever since. Give that man a lot of credit because he grew up and became a man while doing these street shows. You know, um, Sean, LA and Pittsburgh. Hey, what's up, Sean? Me and him did a couple of shows together. I had to help him because he came out here and he wanted to get his character and get his stuff going. So I try to share the knowledge when I can, as much as I can. If anybody wants to really learn it and get it, I'll show it to you. But then you might not be ready for what I'm willing to show you because it is work. You got to put in the work. You got to practice your skills. Even me, I still have to practice my skills even in my age. So I'm gonna be out there to represent the people. It has to be right. It can't be nothing half stuff. It has to be high quality. Um, Illusion, Goof Troop, same person. I believe he came from Bakersfield, came out here, got started. So proud of him. I'm so proud of him. He's out there. He has his Goof Troop character. He's doing it. Marcus from Atlanta. Right now he's in Macon, Georgia. He has the Marion X. That was the silver guy with the I can never pronounce his hair. But he had the '50s rockabilly hairstyle. Everybody loves him. He's worldwide known. And his character is Marion X. It's all silver with the big box. And a lot of these people, I've helped them with their stuff. I helped them improve their stuff. Because if you're going to do the stuff that I'm doing, no. If I see it looking sloppy or looking bad, I'm going to let you know because it's representing the same thing that I'm doing. So we're not going to be sloppy. You're going to go out there and you're either going to do it at a high level as best as you can or stand back. But in the meantime, every day you still got to practice your skills. The skills is important. Again, because anybody can dance, but can you entertain? I've said that all the time. Wait, you got Andronicus, Clown the Dancer from Shreveport, Louisiana. What's up, sir? How you doing? I had to kind of get him and I had to spark plug him and get him started and get into it. Now that community is just rising all up. Give that man props. I'm gonna try to come out there sometime, Andronicus, if I can. But I'm proud of what you're doing. You're doing a good job, you know. Because again, everybody that I've named helps the community. I'm explain that too. Um, did I miss anybody? I probably missed a few people, and a few people that are watching, and they're like, "Oh wow, I want to start doing this too." Like right now, there's this guy from Israel. He wants me to mentor him and kind of train him. There's a guy from Santa Cruz. He wants in. There's a lady from Dallas. She wants to start doing street shows. She reached out to me. There's this person in Phoenix, and that's a few people. Um, and again, I work a regular job, so I'm not doing this all the time, like livelihood. Some people, this is what they know. This is their livelihood. So again, if you see them, support them, support them, because they're out there trying to make, trying to make you smile, make you forget your problems and your situations. Um, I think I named. So let's go to. Oh wait. Also, the Marcus Boogie Bot, Felix, Tyrone, Hannah Pop. They're poppers, but they also bone break. Twisting with the arm and stuff. And then remember, it was only like I only saw Felix and Tyrone doing it. Then more started coming, branching out. Then Marcus got from here. Now they're here. Now they're taking stuff to another level. I'm very proud of you fellas. It's different. They're not in characters, but they're doing stuff that's unreal. That most of you people can't do. So you have to give them credit. And they're again, everybody that I've named, they're not on stage in a controlled environment. They're not in no studio. They're not on film industry. They're in the streets where you have to have crowd control, you have to have passion, you have to have serious, and you have to have strength of mind. Um, you have to have discipline, and you have to have endurance. Um, Trust me, I know about endurance because I used to dance in parades. My first parade was Cinco de Mayo parade. And when I mean dancing in parades, I don't mean in a car waving. I don't mean on the float dancing, rest dancing. I mean walking, having somebody carry your bump box, and having somebody carry your banner. And so I'm walking, dancing, walking, dancing, walking, dancing, with people coming in and out testing me. I gotta test them back, knowing I gotta go over here, but other people are watching and they're waiting for me to come so they can get with me too. And that's for miles at a time. So that's how I'm going to get my endurance. Me personally, I know about others, but I can only speak for me personally. Now, the other people that I named, all these names, you might want to reach out to them so they can give you a more detailed story, and because I can't speak for nobody else, I can only speak for myself. As far as some of the spots that for the street shows, when I was starting to figure it out, was Venice Beach. I remember Westwood Boulevard near Wilshire. Cats used to set up and just hustle, try to make money. Some people when they needed some money, and they figured they can go dance and make money. Put the hat out. Back in the day, nobody was really in characters. So put the hat out, dance, have your radio, boombox, and make money. In Venice Beach, um, from what I remember, back in the day, flat top. Animation was sorry about the fingers. Animation was iconic. When you went to Venice Beach, any dancer, any popper, you had to go visit animation. That was it. That was all. Had to go visit animation. He was the one with the Yoda mask. If you guys saw the movie Breaking and you see the guy dancing with the Yoda mask, that's animation. And he used to always have that in his shows. Um, Hollywood Boulevard. That was early Hollywood Boulevard, not the way it is now, but before they had that big building in the mall, it was a big old parking lot. Cats used to perform there, but then they was just doing like ciphers and battles and pop and stuff. But on the side, it was a couple of professional guys. So always we try to get it, and create tips, make money. The cruise ships back in the day, dancers, but they'd be in pairs. They used to perform on the cruise ships, get side jobs and entertain the customers and the guests on the cruise ships or at the docks, making money. So Because a lot of people think that you don't make money doing street shows. They think you make change or whatever. No, no, no. And the ones that say that, those are the ones 9 times out of 10 they're hating because they can't do it themselves. Let's be honest. I'm going to go into that too. Um, Santa Monica Pier, Gold Mine, Steptronics. That was Jerry, Harry Berry, Turbo, and Steve. Yeah, Harry, Jerry, Turbo, and Steve. They would be Steptronics, and they would hustle, make money, doing street shows, just in character, but they would dance in a group. Venice Beach, Santa Monica Pier, um, Westwood, and sometimes Magic Mountain. That was the early days for the street shows. As far as LA, Southern California. Um, wait, what else? What else? What else? What else? There's more. But then again, it wasn't too much more. It wasn't too much more. If there was more, somebody needs to speak on it. Um, then when dancers when they got a little older, poppers, I'm talking about poppers, pop lockers. When they got a little older, hey, they want to make extra money, make some money. They was doing this, but then again, in the mid to late '80s, when poppers, some, I'm gonna give you some names that didn't want to pop no more, but they want to make some money. Believe it or not, they got us through the stripping community, doing became male strippers. Trust me. Hip toss, Taking Mike, um, Sean, Chanel. These are poppers. These are actually LA poppers doing this, but they became strippers. But they was using that popping technique as an added plus to being strippers. If you don't believe me, go research some of the places. Some of the strip clubs, Tigers on Washington. This is in LA. If you guys are really LA, you guys will know some of these streets. The right track on Florence off of Western. The name of the game on 120th and Western. Right across the street from the big the building. Eve After Dark and El Segundo. You guys know about Eve After Dark. That became a strip club. In fact, I performed outside there when they did their very last show on Halloween. I got hired to put my mannequin character outside for the strip show at Eve After Dark. Go ask Alonzo. Go ask well, the lady that hired me um is still there, and that was Eve After Dark. That used to be a strip club. The Total Experience on Crenshaw. They used to have strip shows. Male exotic dancers. That's what I meant to say. The male exotic dance culture. Because before it was Chippendales at first, but it was predominantly white. It was some black, but like the street dudes, the hood dudes, they figure shoot. They don't want to sell no drugs. We dance. You see the strippers making money. Why can't we? So they got started. The Bitten Apple on Wilshire, they used to have male exotic shows. Um, and I even did a couple myself, private ones, but that's how I know. That's how I know. So when other cats, they figured they would try to bring me into the male exotic world, um, doing that, and tell me about some of these spots, and then I knew because again, us as a young generation of poppers in the late mid '70s, I grew up with these dudes. And a lot of ones, the famous ones that you guys know about, yeah, because they're doing their thing. They're on TV and traveling. They're on the Solid Gold and the Soul Train and putting on the hits. They're on these shows, right? What about the others? Just the average dudes that can dance, but they didn't get the opportunity, so they have to create the opportunities. Those are the ones I was catching the bus with, seeing at the bus stops, or seeing in schools. Um, my first actual street show. I'm not talking about parades. The parades that I've done, the Easter parade, the Cinco de Mayo parade. Remember I told you about the '85. And mind you, I got first places in 7 of these parades because I was dead serious. I wanted to try to be the best out there. I had that grit and that passion to try to be the best. I know I couldn't be the best, but I want to try to at least know that I can compete at least, match up. And then me and Popcorn started doing dancing in parades. And me and Kevin Favors, we would call ourselves the People's Republic of Poplock. We did the Black History Parade on Western every year. Then me and Popcorn started doing shows. And then me, Popcorn, and Yogi. We started doing parades. It wasn't street shows, it was parades. But that's what I got my mind into entertaining the public, you know. And now keep in mind, a lot of these names that I was telling you, that I mentioned to you, gang members, ex gang members. But they didn't want to do the negative stuff. They wanted to do something positive. Yeah, they had a past, but they wanted to do something positive. Make some money, meet some people, create some opportunities. And a lot of people just like to dance, like me. And that was because of my mom. I like to dance. So, um, um, wait. So I'm mixing what I know from what I've seen on stage. The first time I saw somebody on stage live popping, because I'm not talking about just a regular sessioning and popping in a studio. I'm talking about like a performance. That was my mindset. Performing, in person, not TV, in person. That was Berendo, junior high school in the ninth grade, and it was Roosevelt Wilson. He was the milkman, all white, and he was popping off a knee deep, funkadelic. Now, Berendo was predominantly Hispanic school. It wasn't too many blacks and some Korean because it was near Koreatown. So naturally, Hispanic, Korean, some black, a few white. But as far as the talent show, he was the only one that was representing the black culture fully. Stacy's, remember, this is ninth grade. He's a ninth grader. Stacy's white painter's pants, long sleeve white shirt, gloves. And bam, 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 bam. Off a knee deep. I'm like, oh, shoot. That was on stage. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget Jerry, Harry, Steve, and Turbo. Because Jerry lived down the street from me. He's the one that put me on to a lot of stuff and a lot of names. So when I saw them, he took me to make them go make some money. He's like, come on. Everybody used to call me JD. He's like, come on, JD, we're gonna go make some money. I didn't know what he was talking about. He took me to Venice. That's when I first met Harry. And then I saw Steve and Turbo, and they was performing at Venice Beach. I'm like, damn. And they had their routine going. They had their shoebox. He put the money in the shoebox. They made a couple $100. Even though they split it 4 ways, they still make money, dancing. They had their gloves, and then sometimes they didn't have their gloves. Sometimes it'd be an off day, like when it was slow, they would just have regular. But then them good days, them Sundays and stuff, when it's hot in the summertime, fully dressed, gloves, whatever, and they would make money. Um, I'm gonna start knocking this stuff out. And a lot of people would make money or do street shows. Yeah, of course. Everybody wants to make money. Even though I worked a full-time job, it was times when I'm just as human like you guys. Like, um, I need some money for gas, or I need some pocket money to carry me for the rest of the week, or I need to get a bus pass. Damn, my bus thing is going to expire. So what do I do? Uh, Let me go get the mannequin, set them up somewhere. Boom, bust it. Go make some money. Um, wait. Well, I told you guys about the parades. Okay, here we go. So now, for those that like want to do street shows, it's hard. It's a lot of preparation. You have to have a lot of heart, like, and you have to be ready to go out there in the midst. And that's why you guys need to give Gizmo a lot of credit. A lot of credit. Me and him kind of kicked off this street show stuff that was going on in LA. I mean, let's be real. I saw when my mom was having a situation with cancer, I wanted to do something because remember I had stopped. I was just roller skating, going to work, right? Wasn't doing nothing. Then, a couple of my friends got killed. Um, I was just being normal. I kind of stopped drawing for a minute and just work, just trying to, be just be me, working, just trying to survive. Because in the late 80s and stuff, LA was rough. If you're familiar with LA was rough. Gang culture, stuff was rough and stuff was real. A lot of you guys don't understand that. And then you had the crack era. So I'm blessed to survive that era. If you survive that era, you are somebody. Believe me. You know, where was I? Because there's so much I'm gonna try to get out in this video. I'm trying to give you guys the real on it. Um, okay. Earlier on, when I decided, okay, let me get my nephew and let me take his mind off of my mom, his granny, and because he liked to dance too. Me, my sister, we got it from my mom. So naturally, it runs in the family. So now we stacking trophies. My sister was the drill team, and then me and her dancing too at World on Wheels. So we took first place. They wasn't ready. They was hating on my sis because she had the midnight dancerette on the back of her shirt, and I had midnight dancer, and then I was wearing burgundy. And World on Wheels is Crips. But they were cool because they know I didn't gangbang. But at the same time, I had to still represent it, just like when I was in those parades. And that's, I guess, where I learned to get my heart and my strength from. Because, and prime example is Easter Parade. Easter Parade, if you're familiar with LA, on Central, from Slauson to Vernon down to Avalon to 41st. If you're familiar with LA, you know the different neighborhoods, you know the different communities. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, then Hispanic in the middle. I'm in all burgundy. Other parts, I'm liked. Other parts, I'm tested. Other parts, I'm liked. Other parts, I'm tested. And we don't have like security and nothing like that. Police was around out there, but I'm in the middle, in the thing. And during the Easter parade, it was me and Popcorn, so it was just us. Mixed Master Magic, he had the radio. He was holding the radio, the Lasonic, the double cassette Lasonic bump box. And I had a lady that I was talking to, her younger brother. I paid him $5 to carry my banner. We took the bus. We didn't have no cars. So that's when I learned to not have fear and just dance and let your dancing speak for itself. So, and the confidence stuff saved me a lot of things. So that's why I like being in the communities because I know how they was appreciating them. So I remember all these many years. That's like today. I love going into the communities. I'm explaining all the spots that I went to that you guys didn't think you would think to go to and make money. Um, but going back to Gizmo, you have to give him a lot of credit. There was a festival. Um, okay, wait. Let me back up. Let me back up. Poppers picnic. After the Poppers picnic, I took it. I didn't want to go in the club. We took it to Hollywood Boulevard and Highland, right? Because Anthony Warfield, he was out there every day, all day. The gold mine. Automatic is in silver. Gold mine was a lot of times in gold. So a lot of times they ask when they think of gold mine, they're talking about Anthony. When they're talking about Anthony, they're thinking of gold mine. So it was hard, but then when you see them, you can tell two different people. Both still respectable. Gold mine, when him and gold mine and automatic, whatever dancing, they wasn't on crates. They was on foot. And I passed by him because I was on a date with a girl. Um, and I saw him. I'm like, oh shit, man, what's up? You know, and he was dancing him and automatic. They was making paper. They was making paper. I'm like, okay, so I didn't forget that. But now, as far as for this and the character, when I was talking with Anthony, and he was telling me how the break dancers closing on their space, the magicians closing on their space, the little vendors closing on their space. Everything else was going on in Hollywood, but nothing that we do. No, it was just him by himself. So I told him after the picnic, we're gonna come down to where you at, and we're gonna take over that whole block. If you don't believe me, go look at the footage, the video. Um, old school Hollywood, OG Hollywood popping, old school Hollywood popping. We took over that whole corner. We met Anthony right there. I told him, stay there after the picnic. We gonna come to you. We stayed at this like 2 in the morning. And then ever since then, that spot that we were at by the train station, that was considered, everybody knew, okay, that's the dancers, the popping spot. So nobody else came over. If they did, they came over there in the morning afternoon. But they knew anytime poppers come, Goofball held it, Illusion held it, Snap and Tickle-Lot held it. But then earlier, also Goldmine, Automatic. But now Goldmine and Gizmo teamed up. They started going to Vegas. Let me explain that. Everybody had their matchups, and I know ask Gizmo, he'll tell you. But after the picnic, after the first picnic, I'm like, wow, everybody was digging the popping. It was like a popping cipher with all of us, right? Because I got to explain this to put all this into character so it'll make sense. Um, After that night, I said, shoot, I got to keep this going. So first thing I thought about, I need somebody entertaining to come out here with me. Check a lot. That's when he had the silver, the black face with the silver face, the mask with the camouflage suit. We started doing street shows back then, getting them. And then I had bust out the Chinese suit, the silk suit, and then I busted out the oh shit the other suit. I didn't put this on yet, not yet. I didn't have this mannequin create that yet. So me and bam, me and Tickler, bam, we hit it, bam, boom, doing our stuff. I'm talking to the people. He's the character. They didn't think he was real. Oh, it was nuts. Gizmo, he right there. He coming along all the time. I'm like, cause he had brought Tick. I'm not sure if it was him or Phantasm, but they all three was matched to with Tick. And Gizmo, I'm like, I don't know. Gizmo came along. So next thing you know, you gotta ask Giz. Then Giz started dancing with Tick. I was trying to branch off, but then a time when me and Tick was popping, if Hollywood, you see all the characters, Mickey Mouse, the Johnny Depps, the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Supermans, the Spider-Mans, the raggedy ones and the good ones, characters. I saw this dude, this Iron Man, walking down the boulevard. He walking. This is 2007. He walking down the boulevard. I'm like, wait, that's a black dude in that suit. Because Iron Man didn't walk like that. That was a black dude in that suit. So I walked up to him because it was trippy. I'm like, whoa, what is this? And then he took off his thing. That was Bo. So me and him got to talking. As soon as I saw him like that, I said, oh no, I got to put him on. I got to put him on my team. Because I was trying to create in my head, I was trying to create a small team, effective team where we can go places and hit them. Go places and hit them. Go to the schools, um, go to the festivals, entertain the people, show them the real. Because TV was showing a lot of the fake stuff and making it seem like these guys ain't this, that, and the other. No, 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 no. The real ones was the ones that wasn't being exposed, and I wanted to do my part to bring that back out, and then maybe stop the youngsters from game banging, show them there's another way that you can make a positive difference in this world, in the community, at the same time try to create smiles, entertain the people. That was my thing. And I guess for me being in parades, I was so used to entertaining the people. So then me and him got to talking, and I told him I wanted to come up with a character nobody never saw before. That's different. I didn't want no Spider-Man. I want no superhero. But now when me in particular, when we're doing our shows, and then when Gizmo and Tick, when they're doing their shows, there was a shop, and it was mannequins. Boom. Like that. I'm like, oh, what if that mannequin came alive and started acting human? Hmm. And now wait, and then he can also Poplock and robot. That's what I wanted. And it had no face. That's what I wanted. I said, okay. And I talked with Everett because he makes his own that Iron Man suit. He made in the apartment. He'll tell you. The Bumblebee suit. He'll tell you. And I'm going to tell you about the money because a lot of people think you don't make money. I told him what was going on. He got the material, and I told him how I wanted it. The face. I'm not gonna give you the exact details on my outfit. If you haven't seen me in person, only people in person that've seen me, they don't know what it is. But I want that outfit where it's hood quality, but yet it's professional. It's for the stage, but yet it can handle the street. And slowly but surely, that's how this came about. So I'm like, wait a minute, you got the Iron Man suit. I got this mannequin. let's go start doing something, making some money. So now, me and him, me and Everett, we're hitting Washington and Western in front of the on the corner. We're hitting Slauson in Western in front of the Big Lots on the corner. Oh, that was nuts. That thing was crazy as hell. That was nuts. Then Lamert Park, the 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 Martin Luther King Festival afterwards. You know, because to go back to parades, me and Popcorn, we got hired by KGLH, the radio station, to come dance representing them. Roy Kaufman, Sonny Williams was driving, and they recruited me and Popcorn. So I had this side and this side. The band was right here. They had the two speakers on top. Now this is Martin Luther King parade. It's thousands of people all up and down King. It was just me and him out there. It was nuts. And we popping and we're dancing too. We're not just popping because popping kind of played out in the LA area during that time. But people wanted that dancing too. You know, with the hip hop, the um, New Jack City style of hip hop. Oh, we getting it. We getting it. We getting it. Um, oh, and shout out also to Brandon Bell, Popcorn Chicken, because he fires me up. I saw him when he was little, and he see us at World on Wheels, but then I saw him on Soul Train and doing us now. I'm like, oh, okay, so what's up, Popcorn Chicken? How you doing? I saw him when he was on skates dancing. Nobody else was messing with him because he was his own little world. He was him and he was different. It was very unique. Anyway, when me and Everett we did Weston and Slauson, and we did um, Weston and Washington. Now remember, you wouldn't expect to see Iron Man on the corner of Washington and Western, that busy intersection, Western and Slauson, because everybody's going to the Slauson swap meet. That was mandatory. Everybody was going to Slauson swap meet from everywhere, different hoods, different people. They had to hit that Slauson. We had that wide corner. I brought the big box out. Oh, it was nuts. It was total nuts. It was total nuts. Um, but now here, when I say about with Gizmo, there was a festival, Fiesta Broadway. Like right now, everybody knows about Taste of Soul, but before them, it was Fiesta. Well, the same time they was doing it at the same time. Fiesta Broadway. It was on Broadway, and it blocked off the streets from 12th to 1st. They have a concert band here, big stage. They had a concert band here, big stage. In between there, vendors and stuff, and it was like easily. When I first saw it on TV, 600,000, 625,000. I'm like, ooh. So next time when it was gonna come up, I tried to call the lady. How did we get to perform and get on the booth or whatever? And I told her what we did. She told me, I don't think it's not gonna be appropriate, being black because it wasn't Latino. Oh, I was hot. I was hot. I said, F it. I told Gizmo what happened. I said, no, we're gonna go there. Let the people tell us. And I tried to do it nicely, respectfully. How much does it cost to rent a space? But she basically was like, nah. And I'm thinking because we're black. We wasn't Latino speaking Spanish because all the other vendors and stuff was predominantly Hispanic and Latino. That's fine. But it was people there. We wanted to entertain the people. So I told Gizmo, get your suit. Because remember, Gizmo had white gloves. He had a tux. This is when everybody started wearing Chucks and Converse again because there was a time nobody was wearing Converse. None of you guys was wearing Converse until it started getting more popular again. We was wearing Converse back in the 70s with white Converse. We wasn't wearing black. It was white high tops with Levi's. That's what we was wearing. That's what made you cool, per se. So now people started wearing the Chucks. But then wait, also gang culture was already wearing Chucks. Um, I'm just talking about as far as fashion. So now he had the tux on, hat, gloves. Picked him up. We drove. I parked on Olive. Walked over. Found a spot. It was like a lady with a mannequin shop with. She was selling women's stuff. So they're here. We're here. So I get in my character, put the radio on, I get in my box. Boom. And I'm just in mannequin mode. So people are walking by. Now remember, it's at least 500,000 people. We was on 6th and Broadway. 500,000. Can you picture people walking past and it's nothing but crowds, it's nothing but heads. So I'm on my box. Remember, I can still see, I can hear and see, but I see silhouettes. I can't see people. That's one thing that nobody realizes. When I have my headpiece on, I only see shapes and slight colors. I can't see details of you. So when a person comes and talks to me, my ears are extra. My nose is extra. I can tell if somebody is coming by because I can smell the cigarette smoke. I can smell the cologne, the perfume, the food. And my hearing, I can hear somebody's talking. I can hear footsteps. So I don't have to always look behind me. I can be in mannequin mode, but my ears and nose is taking care of my backside. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, they see Gizmo, right? Because I told them, like, okay, all they can do is kick us out. But then the crowd is gonna let you know. They're gonna let you know if they like you or not, because they're gonna stand there, right? And go look on the video. Go look on YouTube. I'm gonna repost it again. Anyway, so he's getting himself together. People kind of like looking like, okay, what this dude doing? The N word, you know. I know it's thinking, what's he doing? And they see this mannequin like this. I'm not moving. Now remember, it was like 88 degrees, 90 degrees. It was hot. But if you're gonna perform, entertain, you gotta be at that high level. Gloves, white, not dingy, white. Everything has to match. Everything has to be in sync. So we was in black and white. So we was in sync. So when we did Fiesta Broadway, it was like, wait. So they see him getting dressed, turn on his music. He turns on his music. He starts dancing. So people are thinking they're seeing this black guy dancing, boom, 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 and it's with a mannequin on a box, right? So and then it got crowded. Like, shh, the crowd stops. And I'm like, shoot. And I'm not thinking about, okay, it's just us two. Somebody can jack us for the box or something like that. No, you don't think like that. We don't need security. Our entertainment can speak for itself. You don't like us or you're going to hate us. So we was out there. We started doing it. Next thing you know, it was a huge crowd. The lady kind of started hating. She was going to tell, she told her coworker to come talk to Gizmo, saying she's going to call the police because our crowd is taking over her shop. Hey, it's not our fault. You got potential customers here. You need to suck them in. Don't worry about us. We're bringing you customers. So we said, F it. So we moved over to another spot, the Van store on 6th and Broadway. The manager saw us setting up. First, he was like, what is this? Then when he saw, after 5 minutes, oh, he let it go. He was standing right there, loving it. Then later on, K-Rock, Kevin Aqua, he walked up later, and I'm like, oh, shit, the homie. He started, oh, we made money. I don't know, but we kind of made money before he came. But just the fact, so now it's three black guys. We dancing. Pop, well, Gizmo and Aqua was. Remember, I was in mannequin mode. And sometimes I would come alive, boom, bam, with the cane, interact with the people, show them the candy, shake their hand, messing with the kids with the high five, you know, having fun with the people. And they loved it. We made money that day. We made money that day. The places me and Gizmo went to, we went to 103rd and Central. Oh, it was nuts over there. We went like a couple of times. It was nuts. Um, but our most effective place, in my opinion, because Gizmo, remember when Obama became president? I'm sorry, Giz, they gotta know, bro. They gotta know. When Obama became president, Gizmo had the mask, Obama mask. So he was gonna go in front of the Walmart and just start popping. Now you guys are thinking, dude, crazy. You wouldn't think about that. Shoot, that man told me, he called me up. He said within 20 minutes he made like 80 something dollars. They saw Obama pop locking in front of the Walmart. Oh, I said okay. So he told me. So we got together. I got the mannequin stuff together. He got the tux together. I said, because he wanted to go back again. I said, let's go back again. You put on the tux, I put on the mannequin stuff. We go back over there. Cool. Scooped him up, parked, got situated. Security came at first because somebody reported there was a black guy with a mask, face, thinking we gonna rob the place. I'm like, no, we just coming dancing over it. So first he was kind of hating because he's talking about the property manager didn't want it, but we're not selling nothing, you know. So we did one run. Oh, we made two. I'm not sure, guess what, 250. within 2 hours, 3 hours. Right. Um, that was good. So we got hungry. Went to the place, ate, um, got the money, split it up. It was good. Shoot. Went back. I think 2 days later, or that Saturday. I'm not sure what day it was. Oh, we killing them. We killing them. People go into the Walmart. They're sitting around. The security in the Walmart, he's hating because he's making $8 an hour, $9 an hour. We're making $9 a minute. He was hating. He didn't want it, but it wasn't his call to say nothing. The manager didn't say nothing. So, and then we wasn't blocking the entrance to the Walmart. People was able to come and go. We was on the side, just doing our thing. Security kind of was hating, but he had no power to get us over. And one time he kicked me and Gizmo away. He's like, oh shit. But then Gizmo talked to him until letting us come back again by the farmer's market. We do something. You gotta ask Gizmo. But I'm just telling you, because people don't think you make money or don't make an impact, right? Anyway, families, people, they dropping it in. We interacting. He's popping. He's stopping. So Mannequin can come alive. I can give him a little rest. Let him get him. Oh, we just boom, 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 boom. People coming. They stopping. They want pictures. Oh, crazy. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. And that was a gain, um, a high gain area right there. That was like in Long Beach. If you guys are familiar with that area, then you know what I'm talking about. Right where that Walmart used to be was highly, highly affected. But the people loved it. We didn't know. No, we didn't. They loved it. Game members loved it because they recognized it was that real. Because a lot of game members grew up on the popping and popping. They grew up on that stuff, so they knew. But now we're on this high level, okay. But now that was one aspect. No, two aspects. I mentioned La Brea, and no, I mentioned Broadway, the downtown Broadway, and then I mentioned Long Beach. Here's the situation that gets everybody to start going to Vegas. Me and Gizmo, or now this is true. I mean, from my aspect, me and Gizmo, we're on Crenshaw and King, in front of the Krispy Kremes. That changed the whole game because you know how wide that street is. Krispy Kremes. After we got back, the manager told us he made like maybe $1,100 just on just because we was there because people were stopping, coming in, getting their donuts. And he said we can come back there anytime we wanted to. Like shit. But anyway, we got on Crenshaw and King on that corner. The the food place is across the street. The mall is over here, and then the traffic cars at a light. Oh, it was nuts. Gizmos popping, boom, boom, boom. And so if I'm here, Gizmos right here popping. The lanes of traffic, 4 lanes. This lane right here, it was red. This lane right here, this girl got out, ran over through traffic, dropped the money in the box. She didn't think I was real. I came alive, shook her hand. Oh, she ran back screaming. Car started honking. People at the bus stop looking like, oh shit. Then people started throwing money, folding dollars and stuff, and throwing them out. People got out. Oh, it was nuts. We made like a piece. And that was quick, maybe like 90 some dollars. I'm not sure, but we made money. We made money. But now, when one time when we says my homie Dimples, he driving in his van. Now remember, prior to me doing this, I was just regular going skating, dancing. I didn't do this, so a lot of the G's, the OG cats, they didn't know what was under the suit until later on when they saw and I got to figure it out over the years. They realized that's Midnight under that suit. Nobody knew. They just saw the Mannequin character, and Gizmo didn't know Dimples. Dimples, he big, but that's my homie. So he walking up, he's telling me, "Hey man, here come this big old nigga. He coming over here." But we doing our stuff. And then he looked over. Oh, phone. He looked over. And then he's like, what is it? I said, Dimples. He recognized me before. He said, Midnight? I'm like, what's up, homie? He like, oh, cuz. He tripped him out. And we doing our stuff, but he saw it. He saw it. So then he looked at the box, how the box was made. You gotta ask Dimples, but I'm pretty sure this is accurate. I'm not gonna lie, especially on the homie. He saw what him was doing, and he was mentioning, y'all need to go to Vegas. Because there was a time there wasn't no characters in Vegas. There was no street shows in Vegas. On the strip, there wasn't none. Now you see all kinds of Iron Mans and Spider Mans and the Minions. Before then, no, everybody was on Hollywood. Nobody was going to Vegas. So now, here goes Dimples and Tickle. They hit Vegas, Fremont Street. But the way they're doing the shows was different than when I do mine. But at the same time, they're still presenting the culture, so that was good. Then I'm not sure how it transpired. You gotta ask Giz. Gizmo started going on, but anyway, Gizmo was right there in the field when me and him hit Watts. Just me and him. Um, that Fiesta Broadway, definitely he got 2 stripes. And he earned my full respect after that because we could have got arrested, anything too. But no, we doing our thing. We doing our thing, especially at that Walmart, and there was so much gang activity and it's so hot and vital. We calmed it down. The street shows calms everything down, makes everybody happy, smiling, kids, senior citizens, couples, families. Everybody's happy when it's doing street shows because of the effect that it has. So now, Dimples and Tickler are doing street shows. For now, Taste of Soul comes out big. Gizmo went out the first time out there, and I didn't think he went out there. So it was killing it. I'm like, shit. He's like, nah, Midnight, you need to come on out here. But we didn't have to be all bunched up. It was enough to spread out. It was so much money and so much people to go around. I was good with that. That was cool. So then I bring Snap, Big Worm. I tell them, come on out to Taste the Soul. So I do it one time, just me. And Snap and them come later on because I was trying to explain to them what to do. So me and Everett, we come with no, we didn't do that. Mannequin Man. I met Mannequin Man in Hollywood. Now he was the one with the wax speakers. Now he was doing different stuff. He lives in Palmdale, Lancaster. Me and him started teaming up. It's because now cats started breaking off into teams. Gold mining gives. And then they started owning Vegas. They was known in Vegas, you know. And for those people think you don't make money, and then they started doing Taste of Soul. Me and Mannequin Man, or me and Everett. It depends on if I ever had to work or not. But it was mostly me and Everett, and then me and Mannequin Man. So when I'm trying to, because it all ties in, we go to start doing Taste of Soul, different spots. Then Snap and Tick, they started pairing off. So Gold Mine and Gibbs, they start hitting Taste of Soul, but then they also start hitting Vegas. Now they're making money in Vegas. I don't want to get too much into details, but if you can make enough money for yourself for a week and rent a nice hotel room and still put money away, you're making money. Shit, Gizmo got him a car just from street shows. Not just from the street shows. Got him a van. Go ask him. Um, he'll tell. I don't want to say too much of his business, but I have to let you guys know. For the ones that's always hating, no, you can make money out there. At Taste of Soul, him and Goldmine made like $1,000. They made about $1,000 doing street shows. Me and Mannequin we made 690. Um, um, Everett. Remember I told you with the Iron Man suit. So now Bumblebee comes out. He made the Bumblebee suit. Now remember, he made this in his apartment. It's 2-bedroom apartment. He has the legs and stuff in the kitchen, the torso in the closet, the head and the arms and stuff on top of the bed. In the living room, you see his feet, the elbows. I'm like, what the heck is up with this? Taste of Soul comes. We're here. And we're on a sidewalk. It's a private sidewalk. Police got the workers tell us we gotta move off the sidewalk. So I'm gonna go to the spot where that now became my new spot when I did Taste of Soul. We got from here, and one person wanted to take a picture. So I said, let me go ahead. I'm gonna hurry, go get that spot, get everything set up. You come on. All right. So now I go and set up, and I'm waiting. And finally, I just start doing my stuff from 1 o'clock till maybe 6:30. What took 20 minutes from here to here took Everett Bow 5 hours to get from here to here. Why? Everybody wanted pictures, and they had money in their hands. So when they get through with one picture, somebody jumps in picture, and then the Allspark, the cube. If you're familiar with the Transformers, he made his own cube. That's where you put the money in. So he was getting it. That MF made like $767. Money, tips. So when he got to me, it was already the evening. I'm like, where you been? He's like, man, I couldn't get through. Everybody wanted pictures. Like, cause they never seen Bumblebee on Crenshaw live and in person walking down the street. That's the effect street shows have. Um, wait. Um, um, one aspect. I'm sorry. Compton. I gotta go back because I'm trying to think for all these many years because I started doing this, putting this together in 2007. After 2007, everything you could think of, I've done. Even I went to Carlsbad, New Mexico, with Alonzo. Brought me out there, brought the Mannequin character. I even took it to Memphis to Beale Street, but the guys didn't have the speaker. Hey, Bolex and JaQuincy, what's up? Because I went to do the Gangster Walker Poppers picnic out in Memphis, Tennessee, but they didn't bring the speaker. Anyway, Compton. Remember, I was telling you I was doing parades. Black History, King Parade, Cinco de Mayo, Christmas Parade, Watts Parade, Compton. This time, 2009, me, Tigalot, Everett, and Gizmo. Gizmo was holding a big box, but later on, he let himself loose. He started busting. But now, Tigalot has the long trench coat with the hat. Now, we're in Compton. With the black and white face. Everett had the Iron Man suit. That was before he had the Bumblebee. He had the Iron Man suit, and I had my character. We're not in cars. We're on foot. The music bumping loud, the funk. This is Compton. They wasn't ready. AJ Johnson was the host over by the judges area. Was the co-host. So it was an episode when we was walking, and we got eliminated too. We got disqualified from the judging because they said the people they couldn't control the people because they kept coming out. But it wasn't our fault. The people they levelly see they wanted to see it, and they got close, and it was just nuts. So anyway, we're walking this way, and I go to Iron Man, turn on the chest light on the Iron Man, push the button, shut him down. So I shut him down here. We're still going. I had to go back and get Tickle because Tickle's over here doing this thing. Iron Man's here, I'm over here, and then we're switching off, doing our stuff. So me, Tickle, Gizmo, we're going ahead. Iron Man is still locked in position. And I was like, wait, I'm looking around. I see Tick, Gizmo. Oh, fuck. I left Everett. I ran. Now remember, I'm in character. I had to run back. Now the drill team came. Everett's here. If you're looking from the parade, looking straight ahead, you see the Iron Man here, locked in. The drill team's coming. They had to go around. Go around. Go around. They didn't know what to do. Nobody knew what to do. So the crowd was just stunned. They're like, whoa, what is this? Because he didn't move. They didn't know if it was real or not. So here I come running. Now remember, I'm in character. So that's also tripping them out. Now Gizmo and them, remember, they're down over here with Tickle and they're bussing. So it was just crazy all the way around. I like confusion. I do. I like confusion because it was entertaining. It wasn't no steady pace. It was so much going on at the moment. So much. So I had to go to Iron Man, turn his light on, push it, and the light came on. He came alive. No, bam. Walked away. Oh, it was done. It was done. Whole crowd, they came to us. AJ Johnson, he looked up because there was a drill team that was in front of us, and it was 2 cars. Then when it came to us, he looked, and you heard he cussed on the mic. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh excuse me, what is this? Oh, this is emotional." He heard the music. We coming. We coming. Judges wasn't ready. People wasn't ready. They saw that tickle out, that black and white with the long trench coat with the face. They see me. I didn't have my. I don't think I had my cane then. I'm explaining that cane too, thanks to Gizmo. Um, I didn't have my cane. I think I did. I'm not sure. But then they see Everett, the Iron Man. So it's three different ways to look at stuff. And then Gizmo here behind the box after he kind of figured it out. I didn't think I was gonna carry it. I just thought he was gonna push it. But then when he started dancing and stuff, shit, no, let it go. He started busting. So it was so much going on. We got disqualified, but we made a huge statement. We made a huge statement, and the people wasn't ready for it. So when we got to the judges stand, we just did a little something real quick. Boom, boom. Just that Iron Man alone, man, he locked it in. That's it. Tickle-Out, Tickle-Out, and he's from Compton. Oh, he showed his ass. He showed his ass. He hit that trench coat, he opened it up. All the people, they was going nuts. Going nuts. Gizmo came out. Da, 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 da. Oh, they went nuts. I didn't have to do anything. I was just basically like controlling everything. Like, come on, fellas, let's go. Let's go. Because, a parade, you got to keep going. You can't stop. But, hey, we want to entertain the people. So I took that loss, but we took that gain also. That was in Compton. Go look. Compton Christmas Parade. Nothing came up better. Nothing. You can go look. But they love that Tickle-Out. They love that Iron Man. They love that Gizmo. For me, it wasn't about me. It was just trying to bring the entertainment, trying to make the statement. And it took all four of us to make the statement. Then we all packed up. I'm not sure who had a car. I think I had it. I don't know how we did it. Packed everything up. When we got to the park on Bullis Road, no, on Alameda when it turned over. Then we got into all the cars we got into, and then we took off from there. But that Compton parade was historical. That King parade, um, see, I'm sorry, people. It's just so much. It's so much. I remember Gizmo and Hollywood. Oh my! It was a time. It was a time when Anthony Morphy was here. Gizmo and Goldmine is here. I'm here in my spot on the corner here, and something else is going on right here. But everybody, it was enough people to go around. The money could have been more, but for me, I wasn't tripping on the money because again, I had a regular job. I wasn't trying to get the money. It would have been nice, but I was trying to make the statement. I want to, represent the culture because you see all the poppers that's out and about, the dancers. Everybody's worried about battles and events. Battles. Let's go this battle. Hey, the battles is coming up. This event, this jam is coming on. Nobody's really presenting the culture. Nobody's out there presenting the culture. Everybody want to go overseas. That's fine. There's a battle contest. Money's coming. That's fine. But now, what about the people at home? What about the kids at home? What about the families at home? They don't deserve entertainment neither. And if everybody's out and about, then the culture's going to die down. There's nobody there to represent it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't knock nothing, but we do what we do. As far as um, if you're gonna do this, because a lot of people do it for reasons. Some people, because that's their livelihood. That's their only source of income. For some, I don't know which ones. You gotta ask certain people. Ask the ones that I named. And like for me, I always had a job, but at the same time, yeah, I can use extra money too. But I love the fact of making smiles on smileless faces. I love messing with the dancers. Okay, and now the effect that street shows have. I've seen this. It happened with Goldmine. It happened with Gizmo twice. It happened with Flat Top. It happened with Tickle-Lot. It happened with myself, where it might be a a family, and it might have a handicapped person, a handicapped kid, whatever. I've seen this with Flat Top, and they coming across, and Flat Top, he doing what he's doing. Bam, he gets in the kid's face, doing his stuff, holds his stomach, starts his ticking, da 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 da. Boom. Kids, all of a sudden, he happy, he's smiling, right? The parents are like, oh wow. Because remember, we do stuff that doctors can't do. Create smiles and make you forget about your situation. But nobody wants to talk about that. So the parents, they started crying. I'm standing right there watching this. The parents got teary eyed. The dad, he got teary eyed. He said, "Man, thank you." I think there was, I'm not sure what nationality it was. He said in broken English, "Thank you. You make my son happy. We try and it doesn't happen. You make us happy. Thank you." And broke him up, I think, of 50. You know, I'm like, oh wow. And it wasn't the money, it was the statement because I'm watching the person in the wheelchair prior. And he's sucking in the atmosphere. Hollywood is sucking in atmosphere. Flat top come, oh shit. It's a whole different night. Gold mine. You guys got to give Goldmine credit. I don't care what nobody says. You have to give Goldmine a lot of credit. That man had 3 strokes, not one, not two, but 3. He had 2 strokes. Next thing you know, a week later, he's on the boulevard, and I had to personally go up to him and tell him, "Sit your ass down and slow down." You know, he said he was fine. He wanted to try to get that paper, and again, that's what he loves to do. That's all he loves to do. He loves to entertain. Now, the man had 2 strokes and still managed to step out. That's hard. You got to give that man his credit. And for those that don't know Goldmine, he was there way back in the day. Before the break, he was in the breaking scene when they're at the beach. And he's the one that moves his jaw. A lot of people tease him about that, but they know that's Goldmine. Nobody can't do that but Goldmine. They know that's him. When we would go to Venice Beach back in the day, let's go back. Let's go back to, shoot, 84, 85, 86. I live on 20th and Normandy. Go up the hill, flat top, on Harvard. My cousins are on Harvard. He's on Harvard. Go further up over, Goldmine is on the other side. He's over there by the street before Western. The Ray Charles studio was right there. He was living down the street. So a lot of times, me and Goldmine always end up catching the bus back home. Because when everybody would go to Venice on the weekends, that Venice bus, I catch it on Vermont Normandy, then Western. More people come on as far people that we know, poppers and dancers and blacks, because we're going to Venice Beach. Then when it hits Crenshaw, crowd of people come on. La Brea, more crowd of people go on. And a lot of people know each other, they've seen each other before. Venice Beach, that's where we're going. We're heading to Venice. Same thing when we're coming back home. We all get to that main bus stop on, I'm not sure what street it is, Pacific, that next street over where the Venice bus line, that whatever that line is, I forgot the name of the number, the 30 or 31, where it stops at, where we all catch the Venice bus coming back home. So when we catch the bus back home, we're laughing, we're cracking jokes, we're bagging or roasting each other, talking about each other's mamas, our pants, our hairs, dance styles. Oh, we laughing, we joking, we clowning. That's why we can still do that now. Like, I can talk shit to go my all day long, but that's still my homie, and vice versa. I'm always talking about him being pregnant, but these cats, they talk about me all the time too. You know, we laugh it off. We have fun. You know, that was also part of dance culture that nobody talks about. You're able to dance, do your performances, and when you finish, go get something to eat, laugh, talk about a person's mom or sister or shoes, um, all that. Your Jerry curls dry, um, um, all that, all that, all that. We used to talk a lot about Yogi, and oh shoot, who was that? Used to always get into it. And let me keep it real with you. Ex dancers used to be gang members, but then they want to use their popping and stuff to make a positive difference. Mannequin Man, Crip, Animation, Crip, Cat Eyes from Main Street. One of my partners that I used to dance with, Yogi, he was from Raymond. Um, oh, I can go on and on. I go up to with Venice Beach over in the shorelines, bubble up. But me and him was cool. But I used to always go Venice in a lot of time in Burgundy. And everybody knows Shoreline. That's a Crip neighborhood. But the girls knew me and some of the dudes. So the other dudes, the real savage gamer, they wouldn't mess with me. Oh, that's midnight. I would get a pass, but I wasn't disrespecting nobody, but they knew what I was all about. So it was no issues. Anybody else, oh, they'll be on them. But they understood. But at the same time, I have to have respect for them. But at the same time, like I was saying, we all get our laughs on and stuff. But now back to Goldmine. You give that man credit. You know, you guys are talking and stuff, but can you have a stroke or two and start re, rehabilitate yourself enough to go back and dance again to try to? Yeah, his speech was slightly, I can't even talk. His speech was slightly slurry for a minute. I had to tell him, I had to actually go in his face and tell him, you need to sit your ass down for a minute. He's like, nah, man, I gotta go get it. Okay, okay, well, I got you. Um, um, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Um, like Mime of the Times. He passed away, aneurysm. He was out in Arkansas dancing. Harry Berry, he passed away doing what he loved, getting ready to go to do a show. Animation, you know, he passed away. He came back from doing the show. Um, and there's others, or they went to jail because they want to didn't have any money to get the outfits that they needed so they can come out and represent. So they got caught up in the mix. So instead of somebody wanting to sell drugs, want to rob and steal, and they didn't really have a job, they get the poppy get together. They get real creative because none of us really had money to do stuff to be flashy like a lot of you people like to have now, like red bottoms, and you all want to have all this money and stuff. A lot of us didn't have that or don't have that. But we're the first ones that you guys come to for entertainment. When you go look at the basketball, football, baseball game, look at all these videos. They want poppers, or they want something from the popping culture, or the Poplock culture, boogaloo, robot culture. It's all similar. It's all similar, the same. Um, wait. Oh, the effect on the people. Let's go back to that. Remember, I was telling you about Flat Top with the wheelchair. Gizmo. Gizmo's on his thing, his platform, and he's on his platform now. He's got a special platform. He's leaning really out there. Boom, really out there. Now he's doing this in full animation mode with the bronze. Oh, people went nutty. They went nutty. They loved it. He took it to from what he told me, San Diego. You gotta ask him. I can't speak for nobody else, but I know what I saw. Now, when me and him was performing and dancing together, he wasn't doing the bronze. He just had the black and white tux. But now, I was with this dude when he wanted to do his own thing, and that's because he got everything in here. He saw it, and he's like, "Wait a minute, I got an idea. Let me do this." So instead of thinking about it, guessing, he went and put it together. I went to his apartment. He was putting together outfits with lights. He had a background. He had a thing where the face would be here, but all of a sudden it'll come alive and turn over here. He had that idea in mind. He had props of all kinds of stuff. The dude is just so freaking creative. You guys need to give him his props because he was trying to take the popping culture and take it here, you know. And he had the mindset like I had, where let's all get together at times, do stuff, and go make money. It's enough to go around, you know. But nowadays, even before COVID, it was only so many places that you could go to make money. Let's keep it real. Consistently, it wasn't no festivals every day. Person can go to I mean, Vegas. You could have Gizmo and Goldmine show that because that was their daily hustle. They would take lunch breaks, then bring asking. For people to say you don't make money, yeah, you do, and you make a difference. As far as for with Tickle-Lot, now you know Tickle-Lot, he doing his thing. Boom. It was a little bitty baby in a um carriage, you know, he dancing, bah. He step out, bah. Now he doing Tickle-Lot, then he squats down, bam, and he tight rides, and he walks over with his hat, bam, flips it over, boom, puts it right in front of the little girl's face, the baby's face, put it back on, scoots back, hops up, gets on his box. That little girl hopped up, she came right to him, right to him. Everybody was like, "Oh, that's so sweet." He's still dancing. He don't see it yet. Somebody said, "Hey, Tick, look, look, look." The little girl, she wanted to see. It was a black girl. The black girl. She was like, shh. And it tripped everybody out. And then she started dancing. And I took a lot. His music is going. We're like, oh, okay, okay. And that stuck in with me right there. For me, and I had a few incidents. The one that made me want to keep going more, the spots that I was at solo by myself, no friends, no security, no nothing, just me. It was a time I was in front of the meat market, 92nd and Central. I made like $102, and that's in the hood too. That was on a weekday, because I think I got laid off my job for like 2 months, so I had free time. Um, I went there. Oh, the places I went to. Vermont, Vermont King. There's a wide open sidewalk in front of the Carl's Jr. Oh, we're not even gonna talk about the Laker parade. When I was in front of the Yoshinoma, oh, that was nuts. But wait. I'm at the Carl's Jr. There's a bus stop right here. I'm here, and you know how I do it. My music is loud, aggressive. I have lollipops in my pocket. Everything was white, shiny. Boom, boom. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do 5 hours straight. Um, it was this lady with these two little kids, and the little kids they served the music. And they was looking. And then when somebody else came from the bus stop, put some money in the box. I came alive. Started hitting, kept on. Oh, the little kids, they froze. The girl kind of screamed a little bit, you know, got back at her mama, and then the little boy just stood there. So you know how my character, I offer to shake the little boy's hand. Little boy comes, shake my hand. I throw the wave, throw it back, boom. Offer him the candy. He took up the candy. Oh, the little girl got quiet. She looking like, oh shit, he got candy. Wait. So now I'm interacting with the little boy with the hands, Here comes the little girl. Now she's like about maybe 1 or 2. She comes in. I had to bend way down. Um, Offer her the lollipop. She takes it. Big old smile on her face. Now remember, I can't see detail in faces unless if you get close. Then I can get an idea. I can see what's going on. But again, I can't see bills. I can't see the time on the phone because that's too much detail. I can't see it. I see the shape of it. But then the mom was homeless. And she was having a hard time. She was telling me she was homeless for like 2 days. She gave me her last $3. Well, she offered it to me because she said, "You made my kids smile and happy, and that hasn't happened for them in like a week and a half. And then they come across you and you got them happy and stuff. You made them forget about our situation. I bless you so much. Here, this is my last one. I don't have any more. If I would have more, I'll give it to you." I said, "No, ma'am." But now when I said that, "No, ma'am, no, you keep it." The little boy looked like, "Oh, wait, this motherfucker talks." Oh, it blew him out. Blew him away. Then we took a picture. The mom had the camera. And then the little girl went and gave me a hug. Oh, I thought that really touched me. I had to take a break from it. Because they were homeless. They were going to a shelter. They were going to the bus stop. And they came across me. And they even missed one bus because she wanted her kids to experience what I was doing. Because she said they were so happy, especially that little girl. She was afraid. And I'll never forget that. So this lady has 2 kids. They're going through a situation. And she wants to give me her last because I made her kids smile. No. I'm like, okay. That's that touched me. And then like at Taste of Soul, I don't know how many times people will approach me, or when I'm with Everett, or when I'm with Mannequin Man, and they would tell me straight up, "Thank you for bringing this out. Thank you for doing this. Thank you." They would thank me. They would thank me. Like, thank me. A couple of ladies, they cried because they were so happy with the way their kids were and how they were, and they saw the atmosphere. Because when you're doing street shows, you don't affect you, you affect the whole area around you. And that comes from your music and just the general aura, the energy that you're presenting. So you can make a positive situation or you can make it a negative situation. Um, But that touched me. At that time, the time when me and Mannequin Man was in Vegas, we was at our spot, and it was a Minion, Joker, and somebody else is over in that area. And there's a McDonald's right next to where the escalator. So we said we'll post up right here, and that was Hitmaster Fish. Remember I told you about Hitmaster Fish? He was in Vegas. I ran into him. It was some drummers across the street, further down, because you know Vegas is a wide straw. So we walking around looking. We get out there Friday night. We said we're looking for a spot Friday, and then Saturday we'll go to work. Right? I run into Fish. Now, Mannequin Man didn't know Fish. He like, man, I look at who's that right there. I look over. Oh shit, that's Fish. Like, Fish, what's up, homie? Because I'm used to seeing him like in Indonesia, Taiwan, or New York. I don't really see him too much out here. You know, um, when I talked to him, I introduced him to Mannequin Man and stuff, and he was dancing off. What's that rapper? I'm like, Fish, you gonna dance off that? He's like, oh yeah, man, yeah, yeah. I can get it right this. They gonna like it. I'm like, all right, bro, show it to me. Let me see. If Fish was getting his money, I wasn't mad. And then it was Vegas, you know. Keep in mind, Fish was at the arcade, not the arcade, the internet shop on 24th in Vermont. When I started doing the invites for the poppers picnics, he was sitting right there. The very first one, when I started reaching out to Bandit, Boogaloo Vic, I tried to get the messengers, but I didn't have the connects. But I knew Phaser. I met Phaser when they came out here, and Dana. So I know Phaser had a MySpace. Back then, everybody was in the MySpace. I reached out to him, and I didn't have Andre. Andre didn't have a MySpace. I got his number, but I reached out to Bandit, Boogaloo Vic, Iceman, Poppin' Pete, and Phaser, and he was standing right there when I was doing it all, and I was drawing a flyer and sending the flyer out. And he told me, he's like, I'm in that. That's gonna be ew. He told me straight up. He's like, man, go ahead and do that. And I got you. You know, Fish talk. He's ghetto as hell, but he's not stupid. He's real intelligent and he's real talented. You know, but again, he's a hood dude. And this was right down 24th in Vermont. So he was right there when I was planning on sending invites to the first one. And I told him my plans for the picnic. He was fully with it. Ask him. He was right there. And this is when nobody was doing no other picnics. None. 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 Nobody was doing this. Nobody was doing street shows like that. Not big. Not big. Nobody was really on crates. If they were, then you guys need to tell them. But I didn't see it. I saw Anthony on a crate, but again, I remember seeing Gold Mine and Automatic, but they was on foot. But they was effective. They were just on foot, you know. But they were still messing with the crowds. They were still getting their paper, you know. But going back to the effects that street shows have on people, um, yeah, it can make a change. It can make a change. So when I named you these other people from these other cities, like Adronicus from Shreveport, Louisiana, when I first was talking to him, nobody's really doing no popping and doing dancing street shows. Now I go over there, and I told him what he needed to do. You need to start doing some street shows, and in a character, correct, not dingy white, not just t-shirt, jeans, and shorts. No, make an effect. You can go out there and see the effect he's having out there now. But that was the other story, and then it was another. When a boy, I did a birthday party for this lady, and we was at the park in Linwood. It was a birthday party in Linwood, and one of her guests, his son, wanted to do what I was doing, invited me to the house, paid me and everything. I'm like, oh, okay. And they were serious. So after work, I went over, and this was on 100 and something. Um, it was a deep crip hood, but you know, I wasn't tripping on like that. Went to the house, practiced, and he wanted to know everything, the crate, all that. And a lot of times the boxes, they are crates. But again, dancers, just regular people, we're not rich. So we create things, we make things happen for what we have. You know, so if it looks good then, give that person credit. Because it took them a lot to prepare and put that stuff together. Like Gizmo, it took a lot for him to put that stuff together. Goldmine, it took a lot to put that stuff together. Automatic, it took a lot to put that stuff together. I can go on and on. Um, um, Mannequin Man, he made that board. Um, Bo, you gotta give it to him. Give him his credit. Um, and then the new school people, Agatron, you gotta give him credit. Poppin' Todd with the mirror, you gotta give him credit. Eclipse, he got lights. I mean, this cat, they're seeing it, they're doing it. Goofball created his own stuff. Illusion, oh, and now he's having his box become one piece. No, you gotta give him credit. Marcus, you gotta give him credit. Andronicus, Popeye, when Popeye came out here, oh, sure, he went out there and became a beast. Lady Crow, Tin Lady, Atlanta, she's out in Atlanta. Give her credit. You guys need to give them their credit. Did I name some people that didn't get a chance to? Sean, you got to give him credit. And now he's about to start his own comic book company, his own comic book collection. Give that man credit. Um, Marcus Illusion. Um, there's so much going through my head right now. I was going to tell you guys something else. Damn it, I've forgotten. Um, um, wait. Carl's Jr. Um, when me and Gizmo, when we was at the Walmart on in Long Beach, the lady, she didn't think I was real. She saw Gizmo, she was like, "Ooh, wow, okay." You know, within we just got there. Now we already made like $100 within 30 minutes. People's dropping it in. She came, boom, and gave him like what? Was gonna give him like $20? No. $100 bill. And Gizmo like, I mean, she gave us $100 bill. She didn't know I was real. So when she dropped the money in, I came alive. And I almost thought I gave her a heart attack because it scared me. Because she jumped, she looked, and it was like, oh shit, oh no, I'm sorry. But, oh, she loved it. She loved it. Then next thing you know, the bitch ass security guard came and he got mad. I guess he's like, you guys can't be up on here. This, that, and the other. That's fine. We already made $200 in like a half hour. But imagine what would have happened if we would have stayed for 2 hours. Can you imagine? Because that was a day. Everybody had money. I don't know what was going on, but we was killing them. As soon as we got started, we was killing them. So again, you give Goldmine his credit, and you guys give Gizmo a lot of credit because he took the levels and got stuff out there and get it going. Um, I can go on and on. Statue Teaspoon. That's my T. He was on Hollywood doing his thing, right? And oh, I got the video. Him and the dude that does the Michael Jackson, right? It was an old white man, a couple. I'm sorry, but I gotta be descriptive. And you didn't think he had that mentality or like stuff like that. Teaspoon got in his face, started dancing, ticking, da 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 da. Next thing you know, the white dude started dancing. I'm like, oh shit. I'm trying to get my phone so I can take this right there. But it was already going down. But beforehand, they was just looking, and Teaspoon was in character. His homie was in character. And then these two white girls came, dropped some money in. Teaspoon came alive. The radio would come on. He pushed the button. Radio would come on. I mean, because he had the. I'm not going to tell too much of the secret, but he didn't touch the radio. It's something he did. Boom. Radio comes on. Music comes alive. The girls are like, oh, shoot. They jump back. Because it comes up loud. It's just like with Gizmo. Gizmo started that mess. He started that. Because remember, everybody started being on boxes. Going boxes here. Gizmo, he wants to go to the next level. So he's here. So now when people are standing up here, Gizmo is up here. So you're looking down. So if I'm here, I'm standing there. Person's here. You can see the height difference. If I'm here, right? But now Gizmo's box is here. So if he's already standing up here, the person standing up here, he's looking down on it. So it's like, so now he does that, and people are really trying to figure out, is he real? Even when he was by himself, and then when he was with Goldmine, they were still killing it. But the times when he was by himself, and he's up there. And I don't like heights, but I'm like, shit. But Gizmo wants to take it to another level. And it's real quiet around. I knew what was going on, but it's real quiet. So somebody was like, black lady. She ain't real. What's he doing? There's just, this, that, and the other. Friend come, put some money in. Next thing, barricades come on. Just loud, boom. Because he already had the situation where as soon as you put the money in, he'll make it where the music will come right on. And she jumped back. Everybody jumped back. And they stopped and their tracks that got crowded. Gizmo's busting. And he's on his box. And he's just leaning forward. And they're looking like, oh, shoot. Kids are looking. They're looking for the string that was pulling them. Nothing's pulling them. And he's moving a little bit. Then he comes in and steps off the... Oh, it was done. It was done. It was done. But then Hollywood was slow. It was also a little slow. You can really get my... I don't want to say too much. Because, some of the stuff is sacred. But at the same time, I just want to let the people out there that say, don't do street shows. They talk down on us. We're the ones that kick stuff up. Believe that. We're the ones that make that happen. And we have more of an effect than a person would on a stage, on a video, unless the video is played 25 million times and naturally, because the person's seen it all the time. But as far as that person-to-person effect, but it affects the youth, it's the street shows. Oh, that was the other thing. Remember I was telling you I went to the guy's house, the little boy's house, to work with him? 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from him and his mom because he had picked him up. Okay, if you're familiar with LA culture, you know what the area around Imperial and Figueroa is like. And that's Denver Lanes. That's that area. He comes from the other side, the Crip environment. So they don't wear red stuff over there. So he only wears the colors that he's used to around there. He comes after I'm working with him for like 2 weeks, including the crate. He's on the crate, dancing on the crate. Boom. He wants to learn robot. He wants to learn mannequin. So I told him we'll work for like 2 days out the week, right? He didn't want to wait. 2 weeks later, it's him and his mom told me he was on the corner of Fig and Imperial. Right in front of there's a check cashing place in the parking lot with an open safe. He said he was right there. And he was and blued out. But he was trying to be a mannequin. He was trying to do me. The mannequin, his popping skills wasn't all right, but the fact was he wanted to bring that crate, that character. He had a white T-shirt. He had blue khakis. He had a blue khaki suit, long sleeves. He had white gloves. He had his little hat that he made, his cap, and he had like a face covering, a rag, a black bandana, and covered it over and cut the eyes out. I was like, what the heck is that? He told me this, and he showed me this later on. And a couple of blood dudes, they shutted him down. They respected the art, but then at the same time, they told him, "You can't be over here doing this," because that's a no-no, you know. But the fact he wanted to go over there because it's busy over there. Cars are hitting the freeway. They're hitting that Jack in the Box. They're hitting that corner, that McDonald's. He figured he can try going over there, and it was open space. Why he picked that corner, I don't know. But the fact was he wanted to try and do something positive. I said, "Oh, damn, that touched me." And he's like, and his mom said, because that's when he saw me over by the market. That's when she had first saw me, and that's when she had asked me how much do I charge to come perform at her party. And then just the fact that he wanted it that bad, the passion. And so that touched me. So between that touching me, the 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 homeless kids, the mom with the homeless mom with the two kids, and the situation when I'm in Hollywood with the little boy in a wheelchair. he started, kind of scared. I scared a lot of people at first. I showed him that candy, and he was able to take it, and I started dancing in front of him. He starts dancing. The mom one just gave me a hug. She's like, "Oh, I bless you so much for what you did." And I remember when I told you what happened with Take-A-Lot, Gold Mine, and Flat Top, and then it happened to me one time. That's what makes you keep going. So that's also why I do food drives and stuff in the community, because I'm doing street shows, getting the tips, but I also want to give back to the same people that I'm entertaining, you know. And then the effect that I see how it has on the communities. And I never forget when me and Everett was on Western and Slauson, when me and Gizmo was on King and Crenshaw, when me and Gizmo was in Watts, when me and Everett, oh shit, the Walmart and Rosemead. Oh, see again, it's so much. It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff. Um, as far as the protection, the crowd control and the protection, I'm sure everybody has a story to tell, but the veterans, like, I had to use my cane one time. I had to hit somebody. I had to. Um, I'm sure a couple of guys had knives pulled on them. I didn't have a knife pulled on me. I had a bottle pulled up on me. Um, it's negatives. It's not always positive because you do got knuckleheads out there. You got sharks out there. You got jealous ass dudes out there that don't like what you do and they don't give a damn, but they want to jockey for your money because they know you're making money. So you're gonna ask them about their situations. But for me, one time I don't like to hit people, but I had to use my cane at one time, and it was a dude that came up and he was coming up too much, too close, and he was trying to touch on me. And it's like, and I'm trying to be cool because remember I got people around watching. I'm doing a show. He just came out, and then he tried to grab my stuff, and he grabbed it too much, and I had to move him back. He moved back. He tried to come closer, and I took that cane, and I had to hit him. Sorry, I had to. But the crowds and stuff, they backed me. They saw what was going on, you know, and he left and ran away. I don't know what's problem. And then at one time, it was a lady. I've said the story before, where the lady grabbed my private parts from the rear. I guess she wanted to prove that I was real, so she came from behind me. Now remember, I can hear and see so much, but I still see shapes, and I can still see if I'm looking straight here. I'm still looking at peripheral vision, so I see something. But I'm also using my hearing a lot more. So I heard somebody coming from behind, and she grabbed me from the back. I turned around, look, she jumped back screaming like, "Oh shit!" It was, I'm thinking that was it. She did it again. I had to step off my box and take 2 steps towards her. She ran down the street. Mind you, there's kids and there's a crowd of people with kids watching all this. So I'm like, shoot. So I had to shut it down. You know, for me, when I'm doing a show, I had a naked girl come in front of me and strip butt naked when as I'm getting ready to do my stuff. The minute that I see something that's negative, is not good at all, I just shut off the music. I step out my box, shut off the music, turn around and have my back to the crowd immediately. If I see something that's negative any kind of way, I'm like, oh shit, here go this shit here. Of course I'm mad because I'm in the middle doing my stuff. But then when that happens, no. I shut the music, for me, I shut the music completely off. The energy dies down immediately. And 9 times out of 10, that person walks away. They're like, okay. Or it might be a homeless person come by, they hear the music, they get the dancing and moving. And it was a couple of times, it was homeless people would start popping. They hear the music and they would start popping. That would tell me, okay, this person had a past. This person had a history. And why I say that, because they wasn't dancing in a way that's bad. If you're a dancer and you saw that person that I saw dance, you can tell, okay, this MF got some skill. You can tell he's mentally there, but he's just in a social situation. Because the way he's dancing and popping is like, okay, he knows this shit. And it makes me think for a few minutes, like, what happened to him for him to be in that position? That happened to me, about 3 times. Even then, I would still shut the music down. You know, um, I think that's. I'm gonna say more for part two because there's so much more, but the effect. I wrote some things down, so I want to make sure I didn't forget. I want to let everybody know what's going on. Um, okay, so on that note, yeah, I think I'll shut it down. But again, let me shout these names out one more time: Automatic, Snap, Statue T, um, Goldmine, Tickle-Lot. I want to make sure you guys hear this. Flat Top, Mannequin Man, JD, Gizmo Magnetic, and that's my G. Bo, Everett, um, Anthony Warfield, um, Jerry Cooper, um, and I say Jerry Cooper because he was doing with Steptronics with Harry at the Beach. Um, Johnny, I don't know where, just the older dude. Remember, we were in our ages, but he was already 70 something, in the silver. I'll never forget that right there. A1, Monte, I don't know if you can see this. Pop Tart, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Marcus Lindsay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I don't know if Automatic or Snap or Goldmine or Gizmo, I don't know if you guys see this. But when I am out there, when I'm doing this for you guys too. I'm trying, at least I'm trying. I'm trying to represent for you guys. I'm trying to do my part. And for the Mike Tron, YouTube, because I know his names I'm forgetting. Um, um, I'm trying to think. And for the ones that pass and that I'm really out there for, that's really got me like, I'm gonna represent, keep your name alive. Deuce, Wave-O-Matic, Animation. See it so much. Key, Mime at a time. Me, Key, and Anthony Warfield, we did the thing at the Long Beach Convention Center. Oh, that was nuts. Real quick on that story, it was like 5,000 people. It was some kind of Hispanic, Latino book signing or reading, and they had like a show or something like that. So me and Key, we on stage doing our stuff, and Anthony, but they seen our shadows. They never saw our characters. Oh, excuse me, they just saw our shadows. So we doing it, and we knew it was a lot of people because you can hear it. The whole arena was packed. I don't know what was going on. Anthony had hooked it up. So then when we were leaving, we didn't even just dress back in our regular clothes. We left as is because we was trying to get up out of there. Because I took the train. Me, Anthony, and Key, we took the train out there. So we left down the hallway, down the aisle, and out the lobby. Oh, everybody was looking. What is this? Who is this? They running up. Paparazzi trying to take pictures. People want to stop. They want to touch Anthony. See he's real. They see the gold guy. They see this guy with no face. They see, oh, it was nuts. Nuts. And that was Long Beach Convention Center. Um, but those guys, especially Deuce. Especially Deuce. So if I didn't mention his name, none of the Hitmaster Fish. Um, oh damn, and Robert Shields. Robert Shields. Yeah, I'm out there for you guys. When I'm doing this, I'm part of you guys is in me. Whether it's here or it's in here, it's in me. So when you see me out there, please keep in mind I'm trying to represent for you guys at the highest level. I sacrifice so much. I don't even put it on, say it on here. I sacrifice more than you guys ever will know. Because it's gonna make me teary-eyed if I start thinking about it real deep. But I sacrifice so much. Wait. Trying to think. Yeah, I want to make sure I get everybody right. I mean, that's out there actively, that's in the character. Um, and then also, um, Chuck, Mechanical Device, Boogaloo Vic, Marcus Lindsay, um, um, I think about you guys when I'm performing. I'm thinking about all you guys at the moment, at the moment, doing things. Um, Prince, One Arm Bandit, Dre, um, Tangerine, Hoppin' AK, Chuck, Phantasm. Um, Phantasm has a tick. Oh, that has me going tick a lot. Um, I'm out there for you guys. I'm out there trying to represent for you guys, trying to keep you guys in lane. Little Coco, um, oh shit, Freak Daddy Mike, Popcorn, Kevin Favors, Prince of Pop. When me and him was People's Republic of Poplock. I'm not forgetting. Um, Slick, Boardman, um, oh, Stokes, um, No Bones Tyrone, Tron in New York. Ah, see, you guys forgot. Oh, damn. Flowmaster. Um, um, the I can't even talk. The New York Cats. I'm thinking about you guys too. There's so much stuff. Um, because they do shows. I think I'm not sure what part of New York, but it's a train station that they perform at. Um, damn it. Um, and the homie is always doing a finger tucks, and then Flowmaster. Um, oh shoot, Peaches. Um, it's so many. Oh shoot. Um, see, because I started names, so I have to name everybody that I can think of. Tubmaster. Tubmaster lost a lot of weight because of this dance. Um, a lot of people held Boo. Boo one time he started coming back out, and at one time he had on the white face, he had on the suit. I go in Hollywood after work. I come back, I ask him like, who is that right there? Because I check dudes. If I see some dudes trying to do stuff that we're doing, I don't know them. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna introduce myself and see who you are and what you all about before I can even back you up or support you. I looked up. Oh, that's Boo. Oh shoot. Okay. I wasn't mad because again, the stuff we do is inspiring. Um, who did I miss? Um, Tabo. I represent for Tabo. Kid Boogie. What's his name? Pete. Oh, somebody's gonna be mad at me because I'm forgetting the name. But now I gotta go back to the street show level. Everybody that I named that has done or is doing street shows right now, I'm out there representing you guys and the ones that want to learn how to, that want to do this, um, that would like to do this. I'll share stuff with you, but you just have to be ready and you just have to be seriously committed and make sure you have the time and the passion and make sure your skills, you got to practice. You can't be out there looking sloppy. No, 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 no. Because cats out here that I know work too hard to look good. And for a person to come and just get a pass, look at, no, no, no. You will get checked. You will get checked. Um, and when I mean checked, I mean, yeah, cross referenced and ask, hey, what is you doing? And you're not gonna get that support if you're not putting the work in. Gizmo put in a lot of work. Snap put in a lot of work. Um, Goldmine, a lot of work. And again, remember, he had 2 strokes. 3 if I'm not mistaken. Fish put in a lot of work. Um, Bo put in a lot of work. Trying to entertain you guys. We're out here trying to entertain you guys, the people. So when you see them, give them credit. When you see Lady Crawl in Atlanta, give her some credit. When you go to Shreveport, Louisiana, and you see Clown, well, he's not dressed as a clown, he's the mime. Give him credit. Go give him props. When you go to Cincinnati, you go to Eclipse, go see Eclipse. Give him credit. You go to the Bay Area, give them people credit. You come out to LA and Hollywood, see, because of the COVID. So things have to come back up because right now it's like, it's damn. When you go to Vegas, you go see Snap and Tick, give them love and give them credit. When you see Flat Top, remember Flat Top used to be at Universal City Walk. He used to hold it down. The animation was to be at Venice Beach. He would hold it down. Everybody had their respected spots. So nobody would come in and try to take over one spot because there was enough space for everybody. But at the same time, it was times when other entities would collide and have to vie for space and just try to work together and make it happen. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it would be arguments. Just like family members, all family members have disagreements and argue at times. I saw a couple of potential possible fights. I'm not going to say names. They're okay now, but at times I'm like, oh shoot, okay, something, But being as grown men and women, you should be able to talk to each other. Um, Shields, how you doing, sir? Remember we had that conversation, so I'm out there. I'm out there for you. And see, for the people that don't know, when I'm doing something wrong, best believe some of these cats, they're going to call me and they're going to check me. They're going to see what's going on. Um, Hurdle, he's going to check me. Gizmo, he's going to check me. If I'm doing something or if it's not at the high level, a representative or something in question, they'll call me and get me straight. Because I'm only human. I make mistakes too. I'm not partly perfect. Um, they'll get on me, you know, which is good. Um, so on that note, that's part one. But again, you support the street shows because if it wasn't for us, um, who's gonna help you? Who's gonna help you ease your stress and tension, make you forget about your problems? Because all we're out here just trying to um, make a difference. And some people want to make money. That's fine. Support them. Support them because not everybody can do this. And like I said, all we're trying to do is try to. Well, for me, I'm just trying to create smiles, one face at a time.